Today I'm starting a series on iPhone security, so grab your iPhone and let's make it more secure. We'll start with two-factor authentication. Start by going to Settings, then tap your Apple ID at the top of the page, then tap Sign In and Security, tap Two-Factor Authentication. Here, we're going to set up a trusted phone number. If your device doesn't appear on this page, you can also go ahead and add it as a trusted device. When you're done, tap Done. This is a good security practice for when you sign into your Apple ID account. You'll need both your passcode and a second factor to authenticate. Two-factor authentication is for added security. When you sign into your Apple account on a new device or online, you'll need both your passcode and a second factor, such as a 6-digit code sent to your device or your trusted phone number. This will keep your account more secure. So again, go to Settings, tap your Apple ID, tap Sign In and Security, then tap Two-Factor Authentication. And here's where you're going to add a trusted phone number or add your device. Now let's make sure you have security responses and system files turned on. Tap Settings, then tap General. Now tap Software Update. Tap Automatic Updates. Hopefully your iOS is updated. Once you tap Updates, make sure Security Responses and System Files is turned on. This will ensure your iPhone receives critical security fixes promptly between software updates, enhancing your device's protection against threats. They deliver important security improvements between software updates. This should be on by default, but let's make sure. Let's go over that again. Tap Settings, tap General, tap Software Update, then tap Automatic Updates, and make sure Security Responses and System Files is turned on. Moving on, let's cover blocking spam calls and spam texts. Tap Settings, scroll to the bottom and tap Apps. Scroll to Phone and tap that. Then scroll down to Silence Unknown Callers and tap it. Then tap the button to turn it on. Calls from unknown numbers will be silenced, sent to voicemail, and displayed on the recent calls list. Incoming calls will continue to ring if you recently called that number. Tap Settings, then tap Apps. It's all the way at the bottom. Then tap Phone. Now tap Silence Unknown Callers. Again, calls from unknown numbers will be silenced, sent to voicemail, and displayed on the recent calls list. Calls will continue to ring if you recently called that number. This will help prevent potential scams, since only trusted contacts can get through. Now let's do the same for spam texts. Tap Settings, scroll to the bottom and tap Apps. Scroll to Messages and tap that. Scroll down to Message Filtering and tap the button for Filter Unknown Senders. This will filter messages from people not in your contacts list into a separate list. If you turn this setting on but find that you're missing messages, check if it was filtered to unknown senders by tapping Filters in the top left corner of your conversation list, then tap Unknown Senders. You can always turn off filtering if you find that it's not working for you. So let's review those steps again. Tap Settings, scroll to the bottom and tap Apps, then scroll to Messages, and then scroll down to where it says Filter Unknown Senders. Tap that to turn it on. Filtering unknown senders protects you from fraudulent and unwanted messages. As I mentioned, if this doesn't work for you, you can always turn it off. Those were the top tips for today. But before I go, I want to share a few more things you should know. You can add your phone number to the Do Not Call registry. The number is on the screen. You need to call from the phone number that you want to register. This will remove your number from telemarketing call lists. You can report phone scams at the website on screen. You can forward spam text messages to 7726. Now there's one more thing I want to cover before we wrap up. Let's talk about those pesky USPS text scams that are catching so many people off guard. This scam, known as smishing, involves fraudsters pretending to be a government agency, bank, or other trusted company. Their goal is to trick you into giving up personal information like usernames, passwords, social security numbers, birth dates, credit and debit card details, PIN numbers, or other sensitive information. Then they use this information for all sorts of nasty stuff, including financial fraud. USPS will never send you texts or emails unless you first requested the information from them, and they definitely will not include links. If you get a message like this, do not click any links. Instead, block the sender and then swipe left on the message, tap the trash can icon, then select Delete and Report Junk. That's it for today. I hope these tips helped. If they did, please like and subscribe and share it with someone else it could help. See you next time.